Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am going to give a minute for the live to jumpstart so that you all can join in. I am excited about today's live. From a setup perspective, this is not the best, but we're going to roll with it because I am excited to share my 2026 planner picks with you all. So we're going to go with the setup that is going to work. And when I went live on Instagram, this is what worked. So we're going to keep it rolling for YouTube as well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. I am excited about today's YouTube Live because I get to share something related to one of my favorite topics, and that is planners and planning. I am a strategist at heart. My profession is strategy and planning. I love planners, particularly paper planners, because I am old school. So these have fit well for me over the years. Before we get into the 2026 planner picks, I am going to share just a few planners that I've used over the years, and we're going to talk through those. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about the two planners that I've already unboxed here on YouTube, just so that we can, recap, see it up close and personal. I can share a little bit more details, unscripted. If you have questions, I will be able to answer your questions. So I'm just going to do a quick sound test to make sure my live is coming through and to give others a moment to join in. As you are joining, please let me know where you are watching from. If you are watching this on the replay, leave me hashtag replay so that I know that you joined us. And then in doing so, also let me know where you are watching from. All right, it does show that I am live. Let's see if I can hear myself. Yeah, so excited. I'm excited to be live today. So it looks like we are in business. Welcome, welcome to today's live once again. Let's get started with the 2025 or previous year's planners that I have used. This one has been in my collection for a very long time. I have three others that I've used from this brand, Aravista Planner. So this one is from 2023. This one is from 2021. This one, this year, they did not put the year on the planner, but this is from 2025. This planner, it has been in my collection for a while. I do think I'm missing one when I grab the planners out of my bin, because I do keep my planners over the years, particularly the ones that I've used. I think there's one or two additional ones there. But the thing that I've loved most about this particular planner brand, Arvista, is that the design is just aesthetically beautiful. Over the years, like the print has changed. I think this year, if you purchase the 2026 planner, I feel like it's more of a muted color. Is not as vibrant as it has been in the past. I've not ordered 2026 yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to add it to my collection because I have two others that I've purchased or invested in. And I use the word invest very strategically because these planners are they're not cheap. I mean, there's no other way to say it. And I know what it means to maintain a budget, to some degree rather. And so I've just tried to be a little bit more thoughtful with the types of planning tools that I have for 2026 because I have some very audacious goals. So this planner has served me well over the years. From Aravista, this one is from 2025, so some sections have yet to be used. I can show them. If you're not familiar with this planner, each month has a word of the month. For the month of November, it is bravery, so that's coming up quickly. It has a section for you to capture your goals. And then I really love when a planner has boxes that are big enough for you to write in. I may be disturbing the light, so hopefully you can see them. And then off to the side, there's just some extra notes sections. When you get into the actual weekly spreads, again, the boxes are big enough to write in. There's a to-do list. Saturday and Sunday are merged together, which is okay. Although I do find myself extremely busy on the weekend, but this is the inside of the planner. And it's kept me coming back year after year, year after year. So that's this planner from Aravista. I'll pull some of them away. The next is a timeless classic that I've also used over the years. Bit of controversy at one point with this particular brand, but this is the Erin Condren planner. I use this one for, okay, so let's get into the story behind this one. So this is an academic planner. And as you know, I recently completed my doctoral journey. I purchased this planner in September 2024 when I started working towards my dissertation. And I just needed something to keep me on target with not just my schoolwork, but my dissertation journey. So I invested in this academic planner from Erin Condren. However, somewhere along the journey, I stopped using this planner. I think school just got hectic and chaotic. So it's not the fault of the planner. It's the fault of me. But as you can see, in November 2024, everything just went blank. It remained blank for some of December, but I noticed that I started using the planner to track some of my budget items. So school was a large expense for me. So I started using like the blank pages within the planner to like track my spend for residency, to track my spend for just when I had to pay tuition at the start of 2025, some of the other nuances of my budget, I started to keep them in this planner, and I started to do just various scenario analysis. So this became my budget planner. It's not designed to be a budget planner. Again, it is an academic planner, and it is from Erin Condren. They do have independent budget planning tools. But for me, because, I mean, I tracked everything in here. I'm flipping through it. I'm trying to see if something... Okay, so this one I've completed elsewhere. But I just put down like my July needs. And I mean, I just used it just kind of anyhow, per se, to get, you know, my personal finances in order. So this became my budget planner. The durability of Erin Condren planners is great. I've used it since probably 2020, maybe 2019. I'm not sure. Again, I have an entire bin of planners that I've used in the past. I just grabbed a few for purposes of today's video. This is another planner brand that I really enjoy. Hopefully that other planner doesn't fall. This is from Planned and Proper. This planner from what year? Let's see. This is 2024, I believe. Let me just double check. Yes, this planner is from 2024. I believe I started using this planner also in 2020 when I started purchasing planners from planner brands. I would in the past use planners from like Walmart or Target, and I'm not knocking those because they come in handy, and I've enjoyed them. They get the job done. So this one is from Planned and Proper. This is 2024. This is also from Planned and Proper. Beautiful navy. And this planner was from the year 2023. I also have several others in my collection. I only grabbed these two. This was like one of my favorite colors that I had from them. I think there is a YouTube video here on my channel where I go through last year's planners, and I talked through all of the planners I've had over the years for the most part. So this one is really functional, One of the things that I loved about this planner, and I always get this brand customized with my business name. And in the front, there's a section for vacation planning. Last year, it wasn't a vacation. It was more school related. So this went blank. But this, I don't know. I may extract or remove these unused pieces and insert them into the sleeves of my planners for 2026 that I've purchased. But this has a comprehensive goal setting section. I am big on dreams and goal setting. So I gravitate towards planners that walk you through that journey and that have dedicated sections for that. So these were just a few of the planners that I've used over the years. And I just picked these brands to showcase because they are amongst my favorite. I did also grab, the classic, the Happy Planner. This one is extremely old. I think it is this one is from 2022, and it was the motherhood theme planner. It's beautiful. I love planners that have a nice theme and aesthetic. So this was Happy Planner. This was a catch-all planner for me as well. I included schoolwork in here. I'm just kind of quickly flipping through it, trying to see if there's something I can show offline. But these planners come in handy. Lots of free writing space. You can add stickers or not. You can just kind of write down your activities. I did not purchase a 2026 Happy Planner. Some of my planners have unused spreads just because life happened. And I have so many planners that this April may be blank, but another planner could have easily had something filled out for April. But I have a lot of planners. So this one is the Happy Planner. Again, not purchased for 2026. I'm trying to be a little bit more systematic and thoughtful about what I invest in for 26, so I'm not overrun and inundated by planners, but I'm more focused on my goals. So let's get into 2026. I unboxed this one first on my channel, and I'm sure if you watched that unboxing video, you could tell the excitement in my voice for this planner. This is from Horatio Printing. It is the 2026 Dream Planner, and it says the best is yet to come. It came with a dust bag, y'all. I don't know if any other planner that I've purchased has ever come with its own dust bag. Let me know if you're watching, if you have a planner that came with a dust bag. It came with 2 pens as well, black and gold aesthetic. The box that it came in was beautifully packaged, still black and gold on theme. I enjoyed it when I did the unboxing just to see it for the first time. I've not purchased this planner brand in the past, and it just exceeded my expectations, if that makes sense. So this one will be used for sure. And if you have questions about a specific aspect of this planner, let me know. I'm trying to monitor the chat as well. But if you have questions, let me know. So this one is full year. So it starts in January, ends in December. It did come with stickers, again, black and gold theme. The stickers are really nice. It's just an assortment of stickers here in the front pocket. So when I said I may extract some of the unused gold sections from the previous planners, I'll just put it in the pocket behind the stickers. I'm not sure if I'll do that, and you'll see why when I talk about this planner and the other one that I have for 2026. This one is a Christian planner, so it is faith-based. So if you are looking for that type of motivation with your planner, then hands down, this has it to offer. It has a focus cloud where you can kind of go through the journey of getting back to what really matters. So it supports intentional living. It talks on generosity. It has a section for a heart check. We should all do that at some point throughout the year. Again, very faith forward. So lots of scriptures throughout this planner. It talks about the seasons, what you're believing for, your prayers, because that helps motivate and ground you when it comes to sticking to your goals. Like I said, I have some pretty audacious goals for 2026. I'm not sure how I can do it in my own strength and with my own ability. So I am 1,000% trusting God to help me accomplish the goals for 2026, but also to help me focus on what His plans are, not just my plans. So something like this for me will come in handy. In terms of a planner, the monthly section is big enough for you to write in, so it's great in that regard. It's you can journal like your happy new year kind of sentiments. Then it goes into the weekly spread. It is dot journal, and honestly, I've not been a fan of a dot journal in the past, but I will say that this planner is pretty thick, right? It has a lot of pages in it. And I believe that is because accompanying each month, when you have kind of like your week, it's not like if you remember the Arvista, right? It had the lines and it had the to-do list. It's just a section for you to write. So I'm going to have to get used to that setup. But at the start of each week, you'll see you have something encouraging, and then you have space where you can write down your to-dos on this side, and then you have more free writing space at the bottom. It tells you, or it really highlights what week we're in throughout the year, and so on and so forth. Each week has something encouraging. This one says dream bigger. This one says be bold. So it's definitely something that's going to keep you motivated throughout the year. In this section, there's just for notes and praise reports. This to me is amazing. I do, I can just close out my week with some positivity. So having just some, a section where I can just free write, a note section, again, I can just free write and include like notes. My months get crazy, get super busy. November, I'm having family in town for Thanksgiving, just one family member, but still, I want to make sure that, the house is cleaned. I, take care of this, take care of that, linens, everything is set up, right? So when I think through my month, just having the ability to brain dump and get all of my ideas out of my head paper is extremely helpful. Anytime I coach women who are juggling several priorities, I really encourage brain dumps. Like it is golden, and it is often overlooked as a way to just get your task out of your head and onto paper so that you can begin checking them out and allocating them to the week. So that's this particular planner. I will flip through to the back. It does have additional paper in the back for you to write on. I'm going to have a link in the description of this video to a quick blog post that talks just a little bit more about the planner. It also has some links to other planners that I touch on, but there's also personal growth sections throughout. I still have not gone through every page of this planner yet. So anytime I just flip to a page, I see something that maybe I did not notice before. It does have just your little fabric that you can mark your pages. So this planner, I'm excited, super, super excited for. It's in my collection. It'll be used in 2026. I'll do a in-depth review of it in the coming weeks. So let's get into the next planner that I have. This planner is from Cultivate What Matters, and it came with some little additional sheets, I guess. I'm not even sure, like note cards. And then this one, you can create your word of the year. I am really prayerful to just see what God has to say about 2026. And then I'll create my word of the year. It usually comes to me around the holiday season, um, sometimes New Year's Eve service, etc. So I will save those for when I know my word of the year in scripture, foundational scripture for the year. But it comes with this like little extra paper. It does have a few stickers. I do sometimes buy sticker books still. Don't use them as much, but I will kind of keep a few on deck. So let me resituate this area so that I can share the Cultivate What Matters planner. I'll move this one back here. So this is called 2026 Power Sheets. So you can search Goal Planner on their website. Again, I'll leave everything linked in the description. You can check it out after the live. But Cultivate What Matters is the brand. These are the 2026 Power Sheets. I have purchased these in the past. I think purchased them in 2023 or 2022. I do have a video here on YouTube. I'll try to find it and get it linked as well when we close out the live. But this is not your average planner. I think I said that when I filmed my live and definitely in my blog post. This is not your average planner. It is designed for goal setting. The purpose of this planner is to help you manage your goals for the year. If you are looking for something that's a quick go-to, you can put down like your tasks, doctor's appointments. That's great and all. That has its place, right? But this planner is not designed for that. It'll be too much for you if that's what you are looking for. Something simple, something minimalistic. So I shared this on Instagram, but this particular planner is from my local Walgreens. If you need something simple, would I say purchase a, $50, $60, $70 planner if you're looking for something simple? No, there are other things that you can do with your budget. You can find something simple like this from your local Walgreens, Walmart, Target, or wherever you're shopping these days. But this one came from my local Walgreens, and it's simple, it's minimalistic. If you are looking for something that is going to help you navigate your year based on your goals, then I highly recommend this planner. I do have a link. It's an affiliate link. If you want to use it, great. If not, you can search this planner and purchase it. But either way, I recommend it, particularly for women who are juggling a lot. For me, school is over. Yes, I'm thankful that I've graduated with my doctorate, but life still continues. I'm still publishing. I'm still researching, doing all the things. So I need something to help keep me organized. And so far, I feel like this is the most comprehensive planner that I've had in my collection. I've created just other tools, DIY, and the planner is just there for the paper. But this really embodies just kind of some goal setting principles that I'm a fan of. So they start with taking you on a journey of how to get the most out of this planner. It says your cultivated year has just begun. And then you can kind of, journey with this throughout the month. I will do monthly videos and go through the planner with you all. But this is just a quick kind of additional walkthrough of what I'm liking so far. Similar to the Dream Planner from Horatio Printing, I've not gone through every single every single page of this planner, but I will, because I want to do a comprehensive video and like really break down practical steps in terms of how you can use a planner, whether it's this one, Horatio, Arvista, Happy Planner, Plan Proper, a Walmart planner, a Target planner, a Walgreens planner. Wherever you get your planner from, there are just some monthly practical things that we can do that really drive home our goals. So this one has like an opportunity for you to break down your goals. When I plan, I think about like my overall strategy for the month. And then it's like, okay, what are my top priorities? Sometimes it's related to my kids. Sometimes it's getting them situated with their doctor's appointments, eye exams, and sports. And my summer, if you follow me here on YouTube, you know it's filled with track. My children typically are junior Olympians. So like my life just each month is not the same. In February, that's my birthday month. Last year, I blogged and planned my birthday party. It was a milestone birthday party. So that consumed my December and January. So I say all that to say, every month may not look the same. So it's important to have kind of this framework that you're using every month to level set you. So this one, before you even get into the monthly spread, it kind of helps you outline your 4 seasons. So like I said, the winter time, it's more kind of like BAU schoolwork work for me. When we get into the spring, summer months, again, that's when track ramps up. When we get into the fall, that's kind of where I focus more on my business in the fall, just because, you know, my niche is around planning and strategy and things like that. So typically around the fall, we're closing out one year, we're going into another year. And then season 4 is like the winter, right? The winter months where you kind of, you know, kind of more tucked in, right? So, anywho, you can kind of think about what your life looks like over the course of the different seasons, and you can jot it down in your planner. And then it helps you to navigate like what your goal is. Then you get into the month, right? And then you're able to outline your important to-dos. I do love that it comes with like this color-coded section down at the bottom. I'm going to make sure I have highlighters that align with this colorway so that I can stay consistent in my planner. The monthly boxes for me are not quite big enough. If you remember the Arvista planner and the other ones that I showed, this is a little bit smaller, just a personal preference. And then it gets into, this doesn't, let me make sure before I say it. I don't think it has like a weekly section. It does not. So it's more goal based. So again, if you're looking for something that has the goals section plus your weekly spread, then Plan and Proper has that. This one is more about your goals every month, breaking down your progress, tracking things, not necessarily what date and what time you're going to do it, right? Because it just does not have the weekly spread. I have seen online individuals who purchase the Cultivate What Matter planner. They also purchase the accompanying planners from Cultivate What Matters. I think they have them in 6-month increments. But I've not done that because in addition to Cultivate What Matters, I do have the Horatio Dream Planner in rotation for 2026 right now. So I think these two together will work. Now, one of the questions I do get asked also is around like just redundancy. If you have one planner where you're writing your goals, do you also write it in the other? My answer to that is not often. So I like to kind of compartmentalize some aspects of my life. So the goal planner will be more around like business goals, my financial goals at a high level. So things like that. When it comes to like my day-to-day implication, I won't per se rewrite some of the overarching goals. This one will be about faith, right? It's a faith-based planner. So I will include just kind of my journey, my spiritual growth journey, the things that I'm teaching my children about their Christian walk. So that'll go in this particular planner along with my day-to-day tasks. So the doctor's appointments will go in here, the activities will go in here. This will be more focused on goals. So I will separate it in that capacity so that it reduces the redundancy. So these are the 2 planners I have for 2026. I do also have the, like I showed before, this one that's like super quick from Walgreens. This one is just like, how have I used this planner? This is like kind of a brain dump also. Like I just jot down stuff in here. And then this one, like for business planning, I'll like look ahead in terms of things like that. So these are the 2 planners I have on deck for right now. I may review some other planners as well, but right now it's these 2, and I'm excited to use them in 2026. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Leave me any questions that you had in the comment section, and I will come back and answer them. In the meantime, happy planning, y'all, and I will speak to you in the next live.